You guys need to listen to
I was
this.
addicted to Afrin, the nasal spray. Since I was very young, I was addicted to it for about maybe like a decade, maybe a good decade. And you're probably like, what do you mean you were addicted? No, I could not breathe without Afrin. I would sleep with 3 Afrins in my bed. One would be on my chest, the second would be on my right side, and the third would be on my left. I would wake up maybe twice a night, maybe once a night, depending on how bad it was, and I would need to spray Afrin into my nose because I could not breathe. I felt like I was dying, right? Like I had a car Afrin, I had a bag Afrin. If I went to classes and I didn't have my Afrin, I would freak the hell. I would have the worst anxiety. I would have to go run to CVS or whatever. Doesn't matter if I'm going to be late to class. I need my Afrin or I will die. I can't concentrate. I physically cannot breathe.
So working in retail pharmacy, pharmacists see this all the time. Sprays like Afrin contain a medication called oxymetazoline, which this works by squeezing down the blood vessels in your nose so that you can breathe better. The problem is that if you actually use this more than 3 days in a row, your nose can become dependent on it. Because when the medicine wears off, blood vessels open back up even wider than before, which will lead to even more congestion, and you'll probably have heard the term rebound congestion. And the analogy I always like to give patients is like, think of a trampoline. At first, it's fun and it gives you a boost of energy, but if you keep bouncing nonstop, eventually you cannot stop and you're gonna crash harder each time. That's why whenever I'm counseling a patient who's just starting on Afrin, is that this is for short-term use only.